Howdy, Lurchites. So, I just watched a Nest Up Productions video, an update, saying hadn't uploaded a video for a while, and I've been a week and a half, I guess, since I uploaded, but I have been 2 weeks since I filmed anything. So today, we're not riding, we're not combining, we're doing the extreme sport of coffee making, specifically espresso and cappuccino. You probably don't know, but Lurch is a bit of a coffee geek. It all kind of started when our Keurig broke, and I'd had a Breville, this Breville. It is a Cafe Venezia that I got at Costco, and I'd bought it thinking I had another one and it was a crappy grinder and that. So I bought this at Costco. It was a package deal. I think it was a pretty good deal. I seem to think $200 or something like that. I don't know. And then it kind of sat in the corner for a year or so. I kind of used it for a bit, but the steaming, I couldn't figure out how to steam and froth, and it was bugging me, so I quit. And then our Keurig broke, and we had to buy a new one, and we could only get the Keurig 2.0, and the Keurig 2.0 sucked. Sorry, Tyler, all this stuff you won't have anything to do about, you won't really know about, but if you're watching, but you're missing out because this rocks. Coffee is awesome. Anyways, even though you are a Starbucks, what was that? Was it Quora? No, it wasn't Quora. I don't even know what Quora is, but it was you were an expert at Starbucks. That was pretty funny. But anyways, for the rest of you guys, if you like coffee, the Keurig 2.0 was the only one we could get. It sucked because it didn't actually work right. We couldn't use our old K-Cups, the old K-Cups. And if you're wondering, I'm using the chesty cam for this because the head cam would be way too high, and this is even a little bit too high. So anyways, the Keurig 2.0 sucked. We took it back, and my wife started using this and making Americanos, which is espresso and hot water. So you get the same as a coffee. It's just, in our opinion, in my opinion, espresso tastes better than just regular drip coffee. Oh, and we used French press for a while as well. And then I started really trying to work hard at learning how to froth properly. And it's a little limited with this system, the Breville, as you'll see, because the steam wand, the steam it produces is low volume. So we'll go ahead and use the Breville. I'll show you what it does. It's a cheap option, and ours has been good. We've probably had it 4 years or so. You read online mixed reviews. Some people say they're great, some people say they suck. Coffee geeks say they suck because they're not purist, they're not the deal. But they're a pretty good bargain for what you get. To get any higher function than this one, you do need to spend a bit more money, I think, than now $450 or something like that is kind of this is Canadian dollars too, so it's less American. But it does a good job. It just, I'll show you here how the process. So this is kind of a combo. You buy these separate, but that was a Costco combo. We will get our frothing mug, and I don't know, I won't use the thermometer because it blocks kind of the view of the And I'll probably add a time code onto this to show you. So let's see. I bought these fancy Bodum double walled on Amazon. Ooh, pretty. They are kind of pretty, but it shows you the how the espresso looks, I guess, clean and clear thing. So let's grind. This grinds fine. It seems to grind fine. I don't know what coffee. I think it's Costco coffee that's in there. It's about the same speed like this other system I have. I'll show you. We just bought, and that's maybe a little faster. I don't know. So the Breville has what's called a pressurized portafilter. So I'll just take it off and show you. It's a lot lighter. It's like pot aluminum. The pressurized portafilter you can't see in the camera. It's got all these little holes right there. That's where the espresso goes. It's got fake holes in the back to make it look like it is a real portafilter. But if you look real close, you won't be able to. I don't know if you'll be able to see. There's one hole. So the pressure is gained or formed, I guess, in the portafilter, and it's not from the water going through the coffee. So grind size isn't as important with a pressurized portafilter. The ones that are not pressurized, the actual commercial style, are a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but probably a fair bit finickier, right? So with this one, you've got, it's a little messier. Got that. I will probably, it's hard to tell, but you can't get as much coffee in the small. I think it's a 52 mil or something. And then just so there, brush it off. I actually should run water through it. I haven't used this for a week or so. And that's, anyways, it's a little bit messy, sorry, Mrs. Lurch, a little messy. The nice thing about this is the drip tray is actually not a bad size. I'm gonna have to clean up here, but anyways, so put it in, turn it on. I'll time code it. I don't know, I never timed this one. I'll just do it till I think it's kind of, hopefully you can see. I think it pre-infuses a little bit. And I kind of got into this whole espresso thing. I really wanted to know how to froth. Using, so like whole latte love is a good, so I don't know if you can see there. It's hard to tell with the camera angle, but that's the espresso that this one pulls. And then to froth, let's grab milk. And you bite guys might be, what the heck is going on here? This is boring. But anyways, now this one's a little weird because it's hard to purge the steam wand. You need to purge the steam wand. But because it's electronic and standby there, it goes through a cycle where it pumps the hot water out of the thermocoupler, or not a thermocoupler, it's a thermal block. So this one you have to get your steam. There's your steam, I guess. and then start. And hopefully, it's probably a little dark. I should turn on. But anyways, I haven't used this for a little while. I mean, it still does. So I've got some. And then you bury it. Then it rolls, and they do dissolve, kind of thing, right? The bubbles will dissolve. I don't know how well you can see that. I will have to. Hopefully, this isn't a whole useless video again, like I did with my windshield install. But yeah, I was watching. I think I told you I was watching Nest Up Productions, and he said he hadn't done any videos, and we're coal mining now, so I haven't done much. Yeah, it's still not warm. It's kind of till it's hot. Hot to the touch is about the temperature you want. It's about 130, 140 degrees Fahrenheit. It's kind of the ideal temperature, and I think that's probably good. This one, I want to flush that out and clean it off. Clean up this, and then we can. That's not terrible foamy. That's okay. Let's see if I can do anything with this. And the crema on espresso is on the top. No. Oh, look at. And so not much for latte art, but it works okay, and it still tastes pretty good. So that is the Breville. This, well, like I said, this is a cheap one. There's my cheese whiz. Spatula. Lurch loves his celery and cheese whiz. Mrs. Lurch puts that in Lurch's lunch. So that's the Breville. I'm gonna have to drink that. I apologize. It's still tastes good. Man, that is tasty. So, I'll wash it out. Hopefully we're not getting any splatters on the camera. I see these guys do this all the time. I actually have never done it. Sorry, I'll turn on an extra light here. There, that should be a little brighter. So, that's the cheap, budget conscious. Still tastes good, right? Now this, we just upgraded. This is the Rancilio Silvia. And the Rocky grinder, the companion Rocky grinder with the doser. So one of the upgrades I wanted to get was a grinder that you could grind directly into the portafilter. So here it's a 58 millimeter commercial style portafilter. It's very heavy compared, it's heavy compared to the other one. Compared to this one. And the other thing I guess I'll show you here in a sec is quick is the, grab a knock box, is the puck. Won't really be a puck. It'll be kind of a bit of a soup. It's not bad, but see, yeah, it's a soup. So bang it out. out, you know, just keep that in mind. Watch that. So there's still water in it. It's a little bit messier, right? I mean, you still rinse it out. It's fine. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Back in there. Stick that on there. There. So, Rancilio, this is all Canadian dollars. Just keep in mind for any Americans watching this. $9.50 for the espresso machine and $500 for the grinder. So it is quite a big jump in price. As far as capabilities and components, that is a thermal block. The Breville's a thermal block. This is an actual boiler, but it's a single boiler unit. This lifespan probably 5 years. This lifespan reviews, lots of guys review them and say they have 10, 15 years out of them. So, and you can repair this. If anything goes, you can repair it. You can't repair that. It is a throwaway. This you keep for a long time. Hopefully. That's what I've got. So, the Rocky grinder here, let's check. No, there's not much. So we will grind. So it grinds it into the doser. I don't know if you can see grinding into the doser. Hopefully my camera angle's okay. And then you put your portafilter underneath and dose, and you kind of, that's probably okay there. Level it off. Now, like this, there's tons of videos on this espresso machine. Bit of a twist. This is kind of a bit of an add-on. The one that comes with it is plastic. This one, they say that you should put 30 pounds on to tamp, and this one, I don't know if you can tell it, at 30 pounds it pushes down, so that's a bit of a splurge there. Run a little water through it. See, there's a little bit of coffee in there. The interesting thing, the cycle for coffee, this, as you'll see, this frosts a lot faster than that, but you have to wait for the temperature, the boiler to heat to frothing temperature to get steam. This one is just about instant. So let's grab our fancy bodum and pull our shot. Purists would say wait till the light goes out. Yes. I usually do that, but I wasn't thinking. So if you look, if you can see that, look at the amount of crema on top of that one versus, I'd say that's probably 20 seconds there. I don't know if you can tell, it's like half, or sorry, not half, almost double the crema that was on that Breville. Now for steam, put the steam on, put our milk in here, and you go to about halfway. We'll just wait. Yeah, like I said, we've been coal mining a lot. You know, when you're coal mining, it's go, 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 14, 16, more than 14, 16, 18-hour days. It rains, you get a couple days off, you make coffee, go shopping for coffee makers. See, it's still heating up, whereas this one was, because it's not a boiler, the water volume is really small inside there. So speed-wise, I don't know if it's any different. If you were doing a bunch of shots, like if you you're making for 3 people. You could do all your shots, then you could do all your steam. Shouldn't be too much longer. And if you remember what the steam looked like from that other machine, it was kind of, and this is more manual than that. There's a bit of electronics in that one, and I guess good or bad, this one doesn't have electronics to really go. There's a thermostat in the boiler, and it shuts it off, and I think there's it knows when it's running out of, there, off, lights off. So if you were paying attention to that one, and now this one, I want to flush the water out, the condensation out, grab the milk, submerge it, turn it on. A lot more roll, we're already heating. Like I said, I haven't really timed it yet, but I will. I'll put a time code there. We are hot. Turn it off. Clean off. This one's a little harder to clean because it gets hotter. And shut the steam off. Do a purge. There. So that's the crema settled a bit, I guess, but it's been a little while. But that and I just made a blob because my latte art sucks. So, I don't know if you can see that, but the steam volume is crazy on this. And I can make way more steam. That's just a little one. That's an 8 ounce or a 12 ounce, half full. I can do 20 ounce for larger cups. No problem with this one, whereas the other one, it just took forever. So let's have a taste. It is, I don't want to sound like a geek, but it's a fuller flavored, and maybe that's in my head because I think, well, this better be, because I spent $1,500 on it, but it is I think it's a better pull. And man, is that good stuff. So that's my coffee geekness for you guys. I'll chuck this in the editor and see what I need to cut out and what I need. But I wanted to do some sort of a video. Yeah, one here. Sorry. So if you remember that soup that I pulled out of that other one, watch. Done. Dry puck. Rinse it out a bit. The negatives of this small drip tray, smaller tank. You can't see that it's not plastic. See on the outside, so it's plastic, but you can't see it on the outside. You can't see how much is in it. You have to fill it more often. You can leave that on constantly. It's not going to fry. If you leave this one on all the time, you forget to shut it off, you can boil it dry and wreck your heating element inside the but let's grab that. So that's the coffee I just made, right? Puck, dry puck. That's what you want to see. from what I mean, I'm not a barista. I haven't worked anywhere or anything like that. I'm a home barista, I guess. But you don't want the soup. You want the dry puck. And I got the dry puck first time I brewed with this. So post your comments. I don't know how many of you guys coffee. I know Tyler doesn't if he's watching, but too bad rules, man. It's yummy. It's yummy, Tyler. Really, really yummy. Anyways, I'll let you go and have a good week. And I'm hoping maybe to do a combine one, or maybe to take the chesty cam and do a combine video of me combining. It's actually would be kind of neat. So anyways, thanks for watching. Talk to you later.